As the conversation around Sam Heughan's revelation continues to grow, what becomes increasingly clear is that the emotional impact extends far beyond a single interview moment. As the conversation around Sam Heughan's revelation continues to grow, what becomes increasingly clear is that the emotional impact extends far beyond a single interview moment. Fans are no longer just reacting to what was said, they are trying to understand what it means for the entire emotional universe of Outlander. The story of Jamie and Claire has always been more than fiction for many viewers. It has become a long-term emotional experience. So when Sam Heughan hints at something unexpected, it naturally triggers deeper reflection about where the series has been and where it might be heading next. Everything changed the moment Sam Heughan hinted at something fans never expected. Outlander fans had followed him for years, believing they understood every layer of his journey as Jamie Fraser. But this new revelation shifted that certainty in an instant. Across social media, discussions erupted as viewers tried to decode what he truly meant, and whether this was a personal reflection, a professional turning point, or something far more meaningful. The connection between Sam Heughan and the character of Jamie Fraser has always been deeply emotional for audiences, blurring the line between performance and identity in ways few television roles achieve. But what he recently revealed added a new layer of complexity that even longtime fans of Outlander did not see coming. For years, audiences celebrated the strength of Jamie and Claire's bond, seeing it as one of television's most enduring love stories. Yet behind the scenes, the reality of portraying such intensity carries emotional weight for the actors involved. Sam's comments suggested not controversy, but reflection, a reminder that even iconic roles demand personal sacrifice and constant emotional recalibration. Fans immediately began analyzing interviews, past appearances, and subtle moments from conventions, searching for meaning in everything he had ever said. Yet instead of clarity, what emerged was a growing sense of curiosity and emotional tension across the Outlander community. The more people looked, the more they realized that Sam Heughan's journey with Outlander was evolving in ways that could shape the future of the series itself. And then came the moment that truly shifted the conversation among fans worldwide. Because what Sam Heughan implied was not just about the past, but about how deeply Outlander has shaped his identity over time. This realization created a wave of emotional response from fans who felt both connected and unsettled at the same time. It was no longer just about a television role, but about a long-running emotional journey shared between actor and audience. Still, the biggest question remained unanswered, and that uncertainty only deepened the intrigue surrounding his statement. As fans waited for more clarity, speculation continued to rise, setting the stage for a deeper truth yet to be revealed. We move deeper into the story as interviews and public appearances are re-examined under a new emotional lens. What once felt like simple promotional moments now appear layered with meaning that fans are only beginning to understand. Sam Heughan's presence in interviews often carries a balance of humor, sincerity, and emotional depth that resonates strongly with audiences. This balance is what makes his recent revelation so impactful for longtime followers of Outlander, because it suggests that behind the polished performances lies a much more personal emotional experience. Fans who have followed Jamie and Claire's journey since the beginning feel this connection even more intensely. Every scene, every glance, and every silence now feels reinterpreted through this new understanding of the actor behind the role. And that reinterpretation has fueled countless discussions across fan communities online. Some fans see it as a sign of growth and artistic maturity, while others feel a sense of emotional nostalgia for earlier seasons. This dual reaction highlights how deeply Outlander continues to resonate within its global audience. As the conversation grows, attention shifts toward what Sam Heughan's words might mean for the future of the series. Could this indicate a transition in tone, direction, or even the emotional arc of the characters fans love most? That question remains open, leaving audiences in a state of anticipation as speculation continues to build momentum. However, the most emotional part of this entire conversation is not the speculation itself, but the connection fans feel to the story. It is this connection that keeps audiences invested year after year, even as the narrative evolves and characters face new challenges. Sam Heughan's revelation, whether large or subtle, becomes part of this larger emotional tapestry shared with viewers. And as fans process it, the meaning continues to shift depending on perspective, experience, and emotional investment. This evolving interpretation sets the stage for deeper reflection and unanswered questions that carry into the next part of the story. As anticipation builds, fans are left waiting for clarity, hoping the next revelation will bring emotional resolution. Until then, the discussion remains alive across the Outlander community, where every detail is analyzed, every interview revisited, and every emotional moment tied back to Sam Heughan's evolving journey, keeping fans deeply connected to both the story and the actors they have followed for years with lasting impact. As the conversation around Sam Heughan's revelation continues to grow, what becomes increasingly clear is that the emotional impact extends far beyond a single interview moment. Fans are no longer just reacting to what was said, they are trying to understand what it means for the entire emotional universe of Outlander. The story of Jamie and Claire has always been more than fiction for many viewers. It has become a long-term emotional experience. So when Sam Heughan hints at something unexpected, it naturally triggers deeper reflection about where the series has been and where it might be heading next. What makes this moment so powerful is not just the content of the revelation, but the way it reshapes the audience's perception of the actor behind Jamie Fraser. Sam Heughan has always carried the weight of an iconic role that defines romance, resilience, and emotional depth on screen. But behind that portrayal is a human experience that evolves with time, and fans are beginning to recognize that evolution more clearly now. Instead of seeing him only as Jamie Fraser, audiences are also seeing the long journey of an actor who has lived with this character for years, carrying both the creative highs and emotional demands that come with it. This dual perspective creates a fascinating contrast. On one hand, fans hold onto the timeless version of Jamie and Claire, the romantic ideal, the historical drama, the emotional anchor of the series. On the other hand, there is the reality of production, growth, and the passage of time affecting everyone involved. Sam Heughan's words, intentionally or not, sit right at the intersection of these two worlds. And that intersection is exactly what makes this moment feel so significant for longtime viewers. Online reactions reflect this emotional split. Some fans express excitement, interpreting the revelation as a sign of creative depth and honesty. They see it as proof that Outlander is not just a show that repeats emotional formulas, but one that continues to evolve with its cast. Others feel a sense of uncertainty, wondering whether this signals a shift in tone or direction for the series they have invested in for years. This tension between excitement and uncertainty is what fuels the ongoing discussion and keeps the moment alive in fan spaces. At the same time, there is a deeper layer of nostalgia influencing how fans interpret everything. Outlander has always been built on memory, longing, and emotional endurance. So when anything changes in tone or perception, it naturally activates that nostalgia in powerful ways. Viewers begin revisiting earlier seasons, rewatching key Jamie and Claire moments, and reinterpreting them through this new emotional lens. Even small gestures from past interviews or conventions suddenly feel more meaningful when viewed in hindsight. But perhaps the most important aspect of this entire moment is what it reveals about the relationship between storytelling and audience connection. Outlander has never been a passive viewing experience. It demands emotional investment, patience, and empathy from its audience. Sam Heughan's evolving reflections simply highlight how deeply intertwined the show has become with its fan base over time. The audience is not just watching a story unfold, they are growing alongside it, emotionally responding to every shift in tone and meaning. Looking forward, this raises natural questions about the future of Outlander. Whether the series is moving toward a conclusion, a transformation, or a new narrative phase, fans are now more emotionally alert than ever. Every interview, every teaser, every behind-the-scenes comment is being analyzed for clues. Yet despite all this speculation, one thing remains stable. The emotional core of Jamie and Claire's story continues to hold immense power. Sam Heughan's role in that legacy cannot be separated from the audience's experience of it. Even as he reflects on his journey, fans continue to see him as an essential part of the emotional identity of Outlander. That shared connection between actor and audience is what makes this moment feel so impactful. It is not just about what was revealed, it is about what it represents. Years of storytelling, emotional investment, and cultural resonance all converging at once. In the end, this moment does not close a chapter. Instead, it opens a new layer of interpretation for fans who have been with the series from the beginning. It invites reflection, conversation, and emotional reconsideration of everything that has come before. And as the Outlander journey continues, one thing is certain: the bond between story, actor, and audience remains as strong and emotionally charged as ever, ensuring that every new revelation will continue to ripple through the fandom with lasting impact.